Fantastic news for small businesses across Australia that are affected by coronavirus. This morning, Anna Bligh announced that there will be a small business relief package from Australia's banks that will see loan repayments for small businesses that have been affected by coronavirus, the ability to defer their loan repayments for 6 months. Banks are fast tracking it, they're working with clients at the moment. If you are in that situation, I highly encourage you, get on the phone to your bank manager and give them a call and start talking to them about it. We're also seeing that the banks have been also rolling that out to mortgage repayments, so extending mortgage repayments. Not all of them yet, but we would expect that they would all follow suit. Yesterday, the Reserve Bank announced that interest rates were going to a 0.25% low, and they freed up money to provide to the banks so that the banks can then on-lend it to small business. So we should start to see that it's easier for small businesses to get some loans as well. That's all on top of the Australian government stimulus package that came out last week that had some tax incentives, some tax relief and incentives for businesses to encourage demand. So we're starting to see some excellent measures in place to support small businesses that are being impacted by coronavirus. Now, at the Horizon Group, we're truly committed to helping small business owners and to help them to address some of the issues that they're facing. So a couple of areas that we're getting a lot of questions around at the moment are certainly if you're an employer, what can you do, what can't you do in terms of reducing staff or staff leave and sickness and all of those sorts of things. Now that's not our area of expertise, but we're fortunate to have an excellent partner that we work with called EmploySure. And it is their area of expertise. They deal in employee relations and work health and safety. And they, as a client of ours, they will take your call and answer your questions as much as possible to help you get some understanding of your particular situation. So if you need those details, please contact our office. Now, the other major area that we're getting lots of questions in is around cash flow and your cash flow. Now, as a lot of you would know, this is my particular area of passion, I guess. Profit is great, you know, and accountants talk about profit all the time, but cash flow is king. Cash flow is everything. Knowing exactly where your cash is, where it's going, what's likely to happen, that is so very, very important. If you need to know that, you need to work with someone to be able to understand that. Please give us a call, give me a call. I'm happy to spend the time with you to see if there's some way that we can help you get on top of that, particularly in situations like we're facing at the moment. Now, the other thing that happens at this time of year is my team start to talk to clients about, okay, what does the next 12 months look like in terms of let's minimise your tax, let's make sure that we've deferred things as long as possible that we can defer. What minimisation strategies can we put in place and what planning can we do? Because a lot of things have to be done before the 30th of June, before the end of financial year. Now, as our commitment to small business, we would normally look at charging about $1,100 and up for those sort of consultations, and what we've said is to help small businesses as much as possible, we'll reduce that to $660 for anyone that wants to come in and understand where they're going and where they're at and what we can do to minimise tax, and at the same time what government relief you might be entitled to based on what was announced last week. So please contact the office if you would like to book in for any of those sessions. Now, in our office, like every other office I'm sure across Australia, there's, you know, should you come in, should you not come in? Look, we're committed to keeping our clients as up to date as we possibly can and helping the small businesses in the community with information as it comes out and to be able to provide it on an ongoing basis. So we we are now offering the option for anyone to do anything online via video call or phone call if you don't want to come into the office, or you don't need to come into the office to come and see us. One last thing that I would like to say is overall, please keep in mind that around 80% of of corona cases are mild, and people do recover from the infection. Now, corona won't last forever, and for some businesses this will be a turning point in getting you to expand the way that you do business and you deal with clients, just as it is for us, and there can be opportunities in it as well. So this is the time to use your time wisely, to plan, to look ahead, and please, we're here to help you in any way that we possibly can. Thank you. Thanks for listening.